All right, voice is on. Sorry, guys. Sorry. First time that this happens in 2 years that our streaming software doesn't work. Can you guys hear me? I'm just gonna try to scramble here to get the things on the screen that I need to. Friday. All right. 10 a.m. news. All right. Ugh. All right, I think we're okay. If you could just let the people in the group know. I think everybody's got the link now. All right, my goal this morning, guys, was to get into this 4-hour FVG, which after a massive sell-off at the open, we ended up getting. Of course, I lost on YouTube on this trade. As usual, the market is providing a A+ setup over here and then doesn't go before it actually sweeps the sell side. So yesterday we have to be careful. We had something like this form at the open. We had a fake displacement move higher, and then the market crashed yesterday and went completely lower. So we have to be careful. The next target to the upside is this New York AM high. Remember, guys, there is 10 a.m. red folder news. Good morning, everyone. I apologize. Guys, please understand that there's a lag on YouTube, okay? I'm on the low latency, ultra low latency, but there's still a lag, so make sure that you're aware of this. So whenever I'm calling things out, if they happen around the time where I call them out, you're gonna technically be on your own for like 7 to 10 seconds, okay? So let's just do what we're supposed to do in here. I've got the proper accounts connected. Let me make sure that my copy trader is also connected. All right. Mo. Can I remove this banner? Overlay. All right. Ooh. All right. Well, it's gonna have to be that. All right, potential orb forming to the upside. Three minutes. I think we're going to be at the target by that time. Let me make sure that the news event hasn't changed or has been canceled. Okay, 10 a.m. preliminary University of Michigan consumer sentiment. Is there anything on 15 that is worth our attention? Not anymore. We're right at the target, guys. One minute. Potentially an orb here in a few seconds. Oh, fuck. Never mind. Never fucking mind. Oh my goodness. You guys can guess I wanted to take that. Unreal. I apologize for the people who are in here. I can't see who's in here. I can see there's 15 people, but I don't see your usernames. Unless you guys type something. So, I don't know if Keish is here. Who's Tiffle71? All right, target hit. We don't have an orb on this because of the fib placement and the rejection. So we have no setups. This could be an orb on ES or on NQ at this point. 4 hour fair value gap has been rebalanced as suspected. Next target to the upside are all of these things here. London high and the previous day high after. Chris, NQ would have to come back inside the range. So if we have invalidation of orb trigger candle, we need a retest of the range. Okay. Greg, good morning. Potential trigger candle orb on ES. I really wanted this small move here, guys. That was a nice scalping move. In the last 5 seconds or 10 seconds, just stupid volatility and invalidation of the orb on NQ. $30 seconds. Looks like this could potentially be invalidated. All right. No orb on ES. Potential confirmation candle on NASDAQ. It's going to land us right at the news event. $111 points. Well, that's his rule, Robert. That's what he does. Man, if we didn't have the news event and we had the room to take this, what a fucking gorgeous short, guys. Right to the first presented for a value gap. ES is stronger. Let me just go in the trading group to see if there's people that are scrambling to find this here. So team, well, Monday is on YouTube, but if on Tuesday we have the same fuck up, just stay alert for our YouTube link. And the problem this morning is I set it to private instead of unlisted. I didn't remember which configuration to use, but yeah, I'll try to remember that. If ever I can't log in at 9:30, it gives me, or I have streaming issues with the platform at 9:30, it gives me like 10 minutes to figure stuff out. I was scrambling a little bit this morning because I hadn't done this in a little while. But yeah, look, if I don't go on stream like exactly at 9:30, it's because there's an issue. I'll be setting up a YouTube link, and then I'll post that between 9:30 and hopefully 9:40 so that we can be together by 9:45. What a perfectly setting up. This is a perfect setup to go back to the first presented fair value gap. So in 10 seconds, there's the news event. It's probably going to hit this, and then we're going to figure out where price wants to go after. And there we go. Yes, looking bullish. All right, what are our options here? We've got this low down here, and we've got the previous day high. So we're gonna have to play it how it comes, but I think in the best world scenario, if we could bounce outside of here and start making our way back up, that would be preferable. Something's deleting my fair value gaps. Brenton, good morning. Sorry, I don't see you guys. I don't see who's here unless you guys chat. This looks like a nice short. We've got a 1 minute fair value gap retest over here. We keep going lower. I'd be very surprised if we didn't take this low again. By the looks of this, ES is stronger, so ES has a little bit more room to go down. NASDAQ is weaker, so I suspect we're going to go take this low. We've got our signature over here. We don't have a sweep in this area. We've got a body going through this level here. Right in the middle of the range. Now everybody's guessing here. Is it going back up? Is it going back lower? So what has happened so far, guys? On YouTube, I tried to take a long over here. It fails to deliver. Swing lower, sweep. Swing higher, sweep. Right back in the middle of the range. So price hasn't been anywhere this morning. Are we going to want to take an orb lower? That's the question. We still have 1 minute for value gap retest. Now we're under the first presented. What's this level here? First presented of today and yesterday. This is a pretty decent short here to this target. Let's see. It's an interesting 1 minute profile. Ben, good morning. Mo, I'm just looking at the 1 minute while nothing is happening. Everything starts with the 5. Is today a TGIF move? I don't think so, Brendan, because we didn't have a uni. Whoa, what is going on here? What is this? Something happened with my chart. What am I looking at? Something is up with this. I don't know what happened, guys. I don't understand why I'm seeing the chart like this. I'm gonna refresh this. So TradingView just fucked up massively? Is that what's going on? Wow, unbelievable. Trade-Evate, like the fucking big players that we're using. This is a nice setup, guys, on ES. This is the Nexus scalp setting up on ES. Could be able to take it as an orb. Is there a target higher on ES? Three minutes left. Chris, no chance, not yet. We've got a potential raid here. Wow. Wow. Reconfirmation of order flow on 1 minute. Guys, these swings are fucking incredible. 100-point swing, 100-point 5-minute candle. Yeah, the market is still at the 8 a.m. level. All right. Potential confirmation candle. This is massive, massive. Wow. Yeah, good point. Yeah, the first presented of yesterday has been a trampoline. Two minutes left to this. I don't know how I feel about these pullbacks. So a minute left. We're not going to get confirmation on this. We may get an opportunity for an orb. Not on this candle, maybe the other one on ES. Potential confirmation candle to go long, mechanical. That's going to be outside of range in terms of sizing for NQ. If we're not too overextended and we still have the high available, I'm probably going to take this orb on ES. NQ is pushing, ES is pushing. Two minutes. Got to keep the high intact. All nightmare long. Is ICT the only person making money in these markets? Man. So, no long over here. No orb. Oh my God. Guys, on the 1 minute time frame, I would have lost today on this short probably. I probably would have taken this. Had I been trading, I would have been taking this trade and protecting over here. And I would have lost on this. It would have came back to the entry. It's really, really disgusting. We don't have anything on NASDAQ to look for. All we can look for is for the orb on ES to play out without taking the high. That's my personal opinion. Minute 40. 1 minute. Half size on ES. NQ can flip here. Flip it. One more push. One more. All right, I'm breaking even on this. I'm not taking the chance that this comes back. I'm at break even on my position here, guys. One more push. One more. What a grind here, guys. What a grind. For such simple, stupid little moves. Little no-brainer moves are taking so fucking long. Or not playing out altogether. I don't trust this anymore. So I'm happy to be at break even on this. I would never fucking trust this. I can't believe this, guys. What a nightmare, this 2026. Scalping has turned into swing trading. Mind you, I don't scalp ES that much, but I mean NQ, what is it doing, man? It hasn't moved in 5 minutes. 10 minutes, my bad. We had this was our entry over here. It just doesn't want to move. 5 minutes elapsed, guys. Price has gone nowhere. Nowhere on the most bullish of the two correlated assets. 0% progression in 5 minutes. Where's the magnet? Oh, good fucking Lord. Just take the fucking level already. This is a no-brainer. This should have been a 1 minute trade. All right. For fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. Oh my God. All right. We need a winning trade once in a while. So I've got the stop at the swing low. Whatever's remaining here. Oh, I can do this today. Somebody please fucking kill me. Wow. Alright, who's got a dub on this? I'm not used to trading ES all that much. By the way, this isn't a one-to-one winner on the orb just yet, okay? You would have to wait. You'd still be waiting in this trade. You have to wait all the way up until this level to win your one-to-one on the orb. Yes. Let me go back to NASDAQ, see what the fuck is going on here. Not too much. Let's keep looking at ES then. Wow. What a gong show. It'd be nice if this thing could just launch to the upside. I mean, there's room on NQ to take this high. Add alert on NQ. Where's the next target on ES? It's this over here. All right, well, now I can relax a little bit. Not that the stakes are high or anything. This wasn't a massive position. It's just the grind of things that are no-brainers that should take a minute are taking 15 or taking 20. Are making you fight every step of the way on something that used to be so simple and quick. As a scalper, like the typical holding time when we looked at this last year, guys, was like 5 minutes. And yeah, even our stops are taking longer than that now. So we got a target up here, team. Would this be the 1 to 2? Pretty close. So I'm letting this thing run. We're in a good position, I think. We don't have any other setups. This was an A+ setup to this high on ES. Like there's no other way to describe it. We had the internal range liquidity. We had higher time frame draw. We were on the strongest of the two. We had literally everything except the delivery, kinda. The delivery was a little wacky. Can we accelerate out of here and have like a ridiculous, like an absurd run to this high? Imagine like a $300 micro would be nice. Oh man. I think that's it, guys. I think this is going to be the pullback. If this gets ran back to the upside, we're good. If it keeps going lower, we're out. Alright. We're going to be out on this here. So there we go, $2,000 on the day, which is great. We're making our way back up slowly but surely. Who's Shirley? All right, so $2K on the day on what should have been a 1 minute move. I don't know if I'm going to play with this today again. We're approaching 11. This has been a painful grind. Phew. Yeah. Wow. All right. Are you guys happy about this Friday? Chris, thank you. So the orb is allowing me a little bit more flexibility in the way that I trade. It's very similar to how I normally trade, but you guys can understand how I'm pretty much non-compliant to the rules because I also understand how price works. I have to be at break even at relative equal highs or at the high, so it's very difficult for me. Like, I would still have to be in this trade if I was trading the orb. Where's my... I placed it on the wrong one. So if you're trading the orb, you're still in this trade. On the data, right? On the data. So orb is this candle here. That's the trigger candle. And then your entry is over here. And then you're still in this and you're in drawdown. And you missed your exit by 1 point. Gonna look at this with you guys up until 11. But I'm not sure what's possible between now and 11:30, to tell you the truth. Start a poll. By the way, guys, these are confidential, so I don't know who answers what. If you didn't trade, you're compliant still, right? You're 100% compliant. These were not the best conditions. If I was trading on my own, I probably would have lost this trade over here. I probably would have engaged with this and I would have gotten wrecked to the upside, thinking that we were front running the short on NQ with ES having more room. I really didn't expect this to go back higher. Only around this level over here. We missed the orb the first time because it invalidated, but on the second run I was like, fuck this, like this is still pushing to the upside. This isn't a raid to go back lower, right? Our confirmation candle on the ES raid ended up being a bullish candle to the upside, so there was too much momentum for me not to take this at least all the way up to this high, and it seems like that's the target, at least for now. All right, team. That's going to be it for the week. I don't know how much I lost on Monday. Anyways, you guys will be able to see it on the compliance tab. I think I'm a little negative on the week. I'm happy about the trade this morning. Again, I'm reinforcing bad behavior though on my management because I understand the risk outside of highs. So I'm trading it like I normally trade. I'm not trading the orb as per the data. I'm going to have a hard time doing that unless there's really like a solid one-to-one target within a range. It's going to be very difficult for me not to tamper with the management of this. All right. Thank you, team, for the great week. I would be careful in these conditions. We're going to come right back at it on Monday. I'm in drawdown, I think $600 on the entire year. Multiplied by 10 accounts, which is just one trade. We're surviving in these conditions, guys. This isn't easy at all. This isn't easy at all. Even on, some of the good setups, like let's just take a look at this and then I'll let you guys go, okay? Just so that you guys understand what kind of week we're having. And then I'll let you guys go for the weekend, okay? So let's look at our data. Monday, we have a half decent long. I remember this. I pass it. Then we have, this is the trade that I lost. We have a really good A+ setup right near a liquidity target on a higher time frame. It ends up losing. Okay, so then the following trade after that on the Tuesday ends up losing. So I ended up taking this one. I passed on this one. I took this one. I passed on this one. And then look, over 100 point SL, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wednesday and Thursday, not even able to participate in the market. So I pass on this. I take a losing trade here. I think I take a break-even trade on this over here, or maybe it was on an orb. I don't remember. And then everything else is non-tradable on the Nexus scalp. And then today, there's nothing that I could take on the Nexus scalp. So it should be a flat week. Like, this is a horrible week with the ATR being against us as well. Like, look at how difficult it's been in the last couple of weeks, guys. And then if we go back a little further, this is our win streak over here. We're typically averaging 1, maybe 2 losses per week on all the different setups. Like 3, these are clumped together, which means that it's probably the price action on that day. But what we're seeing here and what we're weathering is not typical at all. So we're surviving again. It's been like this for 4 months. But yeah, we're making the best out of the cards that were dealt. I don't think too many people are just, oh my God, I don't think too many people are just crushing it out of the park here. Unless they're trading the 1 minute time frame, unless they're over leveraging. There's a bunch of stuff, but let's stick to our lane. Okay, we know that if we just keep doing what we're doing, at some point the tide will shift and we'll be able to get some higher quality setups that end up panning. But overall, being flat after, I think it's been a month now because I didn't trade the first week of January. So after a month, I'm 1 trade in drawdown, which is not bad at all. If you just look at the macro view of everything that we've been through and we're going through. So just be aware of that going into the weekend. Okay, it's not going to be like this forever. We just need to hang on until we can get some high quality 10 pointers, 15 pointers, 20 pointers on one mini. A 45 point stop, a 20 point winning trade, a 30 point winning trade, $600-$700. Those are coming, but they're just not here yet. Okay, so let's keep going here, team. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys on YouTube on Monday and then back in the private trading group on Tuesday. Take care, team. Bye-bye.